The relationship between Justin Bieber and Hailey Bieber is seriously out of whack, and let's not sugarcoat it. A situation that was once reminiscent of a Hollywood fairy tale is now beginning to feel more like a slow motion unraveling that is being watched by millions of people. There are fans who have been following their roller coaster from the very beginning, and they are analyzing every single smile, every single caption, and every single public appearance. To add insult to injury, Justin's most recent party boy photos have recently surfaced, and Hailey has recently reignited the long-standing feud with Selena Gomez. The tension has never been more apparent than it is right now. The question is, what exactly is going on inside of this love triangle that just won't go away? Over the past few days, Justin Bieber has been seen all over Los Angeles, but he has not been seen with his wife. The baby hitmaker has been heavily relying on his male companions for everything from late-night hangouts to adventures at amusement parks. Just this past weekend, he was captured on camera at Universal Studios Hollywood, where he was seen smiling alongside his crew at the Nintendo World attraction. The fans couldn't help but notice the sleeveless green vest with a carefree energy, the red tank top underneath, the tattoos that were on full display, the baggy shorts, and that rare smirk that says he's enjoying himself. What is the caption? Totally devoid of any information. The very silence conveyed a great deal. He was able to fill in the blanks for him thanks to the internet, where thousands of fans debated whether Justin's new outgoing vibe was a sign of freedom or frustration. And all of this transpired immediately after Hailey stirred the pot once more in an interview that rekindled her feud with Selena Gomez, who was Justin's ex-girlfriend. In the course of her interview with Wall Street Journal magazine, Hailey was questioned about whether or not she experienced feelings of competition now that Selena's Rare Beauty line and Rhode Beauty products are both sold at Sephora. How did she react? "I believe that there is room for everyone," she said. "I do not experience feelings of competition with individuals who do not give me inspiration." Just one line. That was all that was required to ignite the social media landscape. Almost immediately, fans recognized it as a dig, a subtle jab that was carefully worded and directed specifically at Selena. Selena responded to the criticism within a few hours by posting a story on Instagram that she had since deleted, which read, "She is free to say whatever she pleases. None of this has any impact whatsoever on my life. So relevance, not intelligence, is the only thing that matters here, to be kind. Every brand is a source of motivation for me. Everyone can find a place to call home." It was composed and composed, which was exactly what Hailey's comment was not all about. The internet did the rest, turning it into another chapter in the saga of Hailey versus Selena, which has been going on for 10 years. Selena's tone was measured, but the internet did the rest. Now we are at the point where things become even more complicated. Selena Gomez and Blanco, a producer, had a private ceremony to officially tie the knot just a few days before the interview was made public. The information quickly spread across the internet, and while her supporters rejoiced in her happiness, they couldn't help but poke fun at Justin. One user wrote, "The love of your life got married," which was one of the many comments that flooded his social media accounts. There was another person who posted, "We just know you're hurting right now." To make matters even more difficult, Justin had just recently uploaded a video to his YouTube channel that featured his brand new song, "I Do." This video was uploaded on the same day that Selena had actually exchanged her wedding vows. Could it be a coincidence? However, the fans did not believe it. The internet was flooded with side-by-side videos of Justin with Selena and Justin with Hailey, which served as a cruel but predictable reminder of the extent to which the world continues to bind these three individuals together. There were those who argued that Justin's "I Do" was a romantic gesture even in the midst of the chaos, and that it was dedicated to Hailey. On the other hand, some people found it to be tone deaf and even taunting, particularly considering the timing. It's almost as if every action that Justin takes is being analyzed through the prism of his history, a history that refuses to remain buried. And while all of this is going on, it is obvious that Hailey is making an effort to maintain her composure. She portrays herself as the calm and collected brand boss, smiling at events, promoting Rhode, and playing the role of the supportive wife in public. However, the cracks are manifesting themselves behind the smiles. It has been a burden for Hailey, according to sources close to the couple, to be subjected to constant comparisons to Selena, and this has taken its toll on her. She even admitted it in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, saying, "It's always annoying being pitted against other people. It wasn't something I asked for." The fans, however, are not persuaded. As a result of the fact that every few months it is her own words that reignite the fire, many people believe that Hailey's line entitled, "I didn't ask for that," was a form of damage control. But while this is going on, Justin appears to be dealing with things in his own unique way. Instead of confronting the tension head on, he is retreating into what his fans refer to as his side quests. Evenings spent with the young men, trips to amusement parks and other amusement parks, a collection of arbitrary spiritual posts pertaining to healing and forgiveness. It's almost as if he's attempting to get away from his reality by hanging out with other people. One moment he is posting gospel quotes, and the next he is sharing sultry throwbacks of Hailey. His energy seems to be all over the place. Find it perplexing, almost as if he is putting on a happy performance rather than actually experiencing it. On the other hand, this is not a new behavior. Since the beginning, Justin's relationship with love and fame has been fraught with many challenges. His personal life has been a public playground ever since he was a teenager, and he was in a relationship with Selena Gomez. Mine, from 2010 until 2018, the on and off relationship between Justin and Selena was the subject of a lot of media attention. When they were young, they were a mess and they were deeply connected. It was the kind of first love that leaves a scar. The public never gave Justin the opportunity to begin a new chapter in his life when he married Hailey, which occurred only a few short months after his final breakup with Selena. Fans continue to wonder whether Justin ever truly let go of Selena or whether Hailey has been living in her shadow the entire time. This question continues to be asked to this day. On the other hand, Hailey has been balancing precariously, walking a tightrope. She is, on the one hand, establishing herself as a successful businesswoman while simultaneously constructing a powerful beauty collection. On the other hand, she is constantly struggling to overcome the internet's overwhelming preoccupation with her marriage. Even when she poses by herself for brand campaigns, fans flood the comment section with questions such as, "Where is Justin? And is everything okay?" The more recent photographs that she has taken, such as the seductive road bedroom shoot and the moody selfies, have only served to fuel the rumors of single girl energy. When Justin reposted one of those photos with a raunchy track playing in the background, people did not see a husband who was playful toward his wife. They witnessed a man who was exerting an excessive amount of effort to demonstrate that everything was in order. There is a peculiar dance going on between them. While Justin clings to sentimentality and spiritual introspection, Hailey continues to promote the image of self-assurance and independence that she has created for herself. Rather than the chemistry that once made them Hollywood's it couple, they now feel as though tension and distance have taken their place. At every public event, everyone appears to be wearing identical outfits and smiling politely, but there is no sign of warmth. The fans are able to sense it as well. The experience is comparable to watching a show that has lost its script but continues to air regardless. Meanwhile, Selena Gomez is shining brightly in this location. In addition to promoting rare beauty and maintaining a life free of drama, she is concentrating on her marriage to Blanco. She did not respond to Hailey's comments in a defensive manner. Rather, she used a dismissive tone, calm, self-assured, and almost bored with the entire feud that has been going on. This represents a shift in power. It is no longer necessary for Selena to make any statements in order to win. Her silence is sufficient. Every time Hailey is featured in a news article, Selena's number of followers increases. When Hailey posts something mysterious, Selena always follows it up with a project or a positive message that quickly spreads across the internet. One could not be more clear about the contrast that Justin, the stability that Hailey provides on the one hand, and the emotional history that he is unable to erase on the other, puts him in a difficult position. According to those with knowledge of the situation, he has been more reclusive as of late, spending more time with his church friends and avoiding public appearances with Hailey. And there are those who believe that he is simply exhausted by the drama, the fame, and the scrutiny. Irrespective of the truth, it is evident that something is not functioning properly within the Bieber household. The difficult question that fans are now asking is whether or not this marriage is the result of love or simply momentum. Because it is nearly impossible to continue pretending when the spark begins to fade and the public begins to root for your breakup. It is important to remember that it's possible that they will post another photo, possibly even with a cute caption, in order to put an end to the rumors. But the genuineness seems to have vanished. The once romantic experience now feels more like public relations maintenance. The moment that Selena officially moved on, the wedding seemed to mark the end of an era. Justin and Hailey were left to deal with a mess that they had not yet resolved. And while Selena is embracing peace, Hailey is battling ghosts, and Justin is finding himself in the process of finding himself. In a wistful and Hollyworthily way, it is poetic. The girl who was always considered to be the heartbroken ex is now at last free, while the couple who once flaunted their love in order to prove something now appear to be lost in the spotlight that they have created between themselves. At this point, it is no longer about fame or followers, it is about something else entirely. The plot revolves around two individuals who appear to be worn out by the reflections of each other. In addition, if Hailey's statement was in fact about Selena, which was, "I don't feel competitive with people I'm not inspired by," then perhaps that is the most revealing thing that she has ever said, mainly due to the fact that exhaustion lies behind that confidence. Justin's silence conceals a sense of bewilderment. Moreover, behind all the glitz and glamour, we are witnessing two individuals attempting to maintain something that the internet has already identified as beginning to fall apart. So what are your thoughts on this matter? Do Justin and Hailey really intend to stay together, or are they just doing so for the cameras? Leaving your thoughts in the comment section is encouraged because this story is not yet finished. In point of fact, it might be about to enter the most chaotic chapter of its history. Staying connected requires that you follow celeb culture.